Hey, Graham.
Sup? Hey, Kyle.
So, hey Connell.
Ice cold.
That was a very cold intro.
I'm
Quite.
pretty chill. What can I say?
You are the coolest person here.
Coolest. The coolest person. Anyways, with the intro out of the way, welcome one and all to the GCcast, where I host it because people hate me, and that's why I host this, because I like the abuse.
Oh, you're such a masochist.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
All-
worry. Connell is your dominatrix.
All the time.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
So this is the guy who's half
Whoa.
naked in his room.
Hey,
Whoa.
at least I look good half naked.
You just don't eat enough. Anyways, joining me today, as always, Connell. That guy. Connell.
What's up? Also known as Shuffle, Ice Commander, Below Zero, and generally chill.
You like to blow zeros? Wow.
I thought the
No.
exact same thing. He sure likes to blow.
Or do you
Well-
blow off zeros?
You suck, sir.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's your
You
job
suck.
because you just said you blow zeros.
No. I said below zero.
Oh,
Not what I heard.
so you
Oh, you're bad at
blow
hearing.
sub-zero? No response.
Anyways,
Fine, I'll just leave.
Fine, be that way.
Also joining us today, Kyle.
With the silent E at the front of his name.
He is otherwise known as the LOL player, but don't tell him that.
Don't tell me what.
Nothing, Kyle, nothing. He's got a very small brain. It can only handle LOL.
I may have a very small brain, but at least I have a very big dick.
As we all know, because of the picture you're using right now.
That's his brother Richard.
Obviously. Anyways, today on the podcast, we will be talking about the video games that we're looking forward to in 2013. And I think we've got some actually interesting ones coming along.
Bum-ba-da-ba.
But first of all, what the dicks have we been playing this week? I'm gonna let
Oh,
Connor.
technically last week, because this week is just starting.
Fuck you. Okay, anyways. Connell.
I've been playing some Silent Hunter 5, Submarine Simulator, World War II. And I've been playing some Dwarf Fortress.
The game I
Which
just
is a-
tried to play a little while ago that looks really hard.
It's a dwarf simulator.
It doesn't look hard. It is hard.
But it's fun.
If you like to micromanage everything.
I just quit it as soon as I started it up because it looked too difficult.
Now that's what I call modern graphics.
No, that's what I call Kyle's a LOL player. Whoa.
Hey, I also play many strategy games, like some of the ones we may talk about today.
But LOL isn't one of those.
Yeah, no.
No.
Bashing the LOL players.
Yeah, boy. I shouldn't be saying anything because I do play LOL, but not to the same extent. Kyle, what have you been playing this week besides LOL?
Right. Oh, besides League of Legends, eh? No, now I gotta actually look at my games on my desktop. I've been playing Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, because it is an amazing old game.
Yeah, that game is the shit, man. Anyone who
like
doesn't own that game, go fucking buy that shit. Or
It's-
get it
that
some
shit is
other
awesome.
way. Not that I endorse that.
And another game I've been playing is Anno 2070, which is basically a city player, kill pirates and other people type game. It's a really strategy game. I can't really explain it because I'm horrible at explaining things, so Steam has it.
Yeah, go look it up on Steam. You'll probably enjoy it. If you're into city building and micromanagement. I don't know, I haven't played the game. I've just looked at some trailers and such for it. And
Yeah,
I've been playing, well, Morrowind, as everyone knows. And, of course, Civilization FreeCiv. Or freeciv.org if you want to get the game. Basically, it's all of the civilizations put into one game, one quick downloadable free game. And it's basically got a whole bunch of new text packs and a whole bunch of fun stuff in it. And it lets you modify the entire game. And it's really fun. It's Civ, except it's free. Thus, free Civ. If you don't have it, go download it because it's free. I give it 5 gigabytes out of 10. Anyways, moving on to the
Giggity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. Moving on to nerd news. I think Connell has something.
Yeah. For those of you whose nerdiness extends to beyond just video games, Magic the Gathering Gatecrash spoilers started December 31st. DOR.
Other than that, I don't think much is going on. Not that I've seen, anyways.
I don't look at news.
It's because you play LOL. And LOL takes all your time.
Hey, Anno 2070 has been my main thing so far because I'm able to play with my friend Ryan quite often now.
Hey, but let's be honest. The LOL games are like 30 minutes each.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of time to have into a
Well,
game.
that's if you're not into long games. I play games that take hours and hours just to get by, like, one piece of stone.
He's bladder training. Don't worry about it. Anyways, let us start the life sucks section. Anyone have anything that sucks that pertains to nerdiness?
Doing anything besides gaming.
Yo.
Work would suck because it takes you away from being, well, nerdy, unless your work is nerdy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That's all I got for that part.
Yeah,
Because I'm awesome.
I would assume so. So let us move to our topic. To reiterate, it is video games of 2013 that we will be looking forward to. To start us off, I'm going to hand it over. Well, let me give you the categories first. Now, we could have gone in and said, let's do a very, very, very specific list of 30 games for each of us. Because there's so many genres out there. I shouldn't say, like, there's so many subgenres out there, right? And to get so specific would have taken so long. So what we decided to do is to open it up a little bit. So we went through and we said these are the categories that we wanted: strategy, action, RPG, shooters, our other category, and our overall pick. Now, our other category is just a fun category. It's something that doesn't really fit into the other categories, but we still think it deserves an honorable mention. And as for the overall is something that doesn't fit into the other categories as much, but it's a game that we think is going to be the best game of that year so far. All right?
A and B, the C of D.
Yep. And I'm going to let Connell start with strategy.
All right. There's some good stuff happening in strategy in 2013. One in particular that I have my eye on is Rome Total War 2. Total War series, excellent addition to the strategy genre. Sort of a mix between a turn-based strategy campaign system. You manage your kingdom, your cities, your king, your generals, all that fun stuff. Nothing spectacular there, but generally solid gameplay. And then in probably the most unique factor about the series, the battle tactics, where you're actually controlling your army, sitting around to fight. It's all real time. It's quite excellent. And according to one link that I saw on Wikipedia, Rome Total War 2 is supposed to be coming out in October of 2013. We'll see if that keeps up. But Rome is definitely one of the best times for strategy games. Lots of interesting stuff. lots of unique and cool things going on there, and overall lots of fun.
Yeah, I would agree. Now, I think, in my opinion, that the best type of general war-related games come in World War One, World War Two. I'm going to group together. So that time frame, followed by Rome, followed by pre-Rome Greek. That in that order. I think those are probably the best. Because I think the other wars are kind of a little bit boring. I should probably throw Chinese Dynasty in there, although I can't think of what game I've played that actually involves it.
Well, the Shogunate era was
Oh, Japan.
quite
yeah,
boring.
Japanese.
Yes, I know it was Japan, but it's still quite an awesome war period.
I would agree. Yeah, I could see that. But there's not very many games based on it. There's, what? Shogun Total War? Total War 2 Shogun? Or whatever it is.
Shogun 2 Total War and Shogun Total War.
Yeah.
Past that, I don't know of. Oh, Age of Empires Shogun.
Yeah, I suppose. Age of
No,
Empires is a strange little beast, though. Also, Age of Empires 4, guys. Come on now. Where is it? Get on that.
Make something where monster trucks can't just run over houses.
Yeah. Anyways, I would definitely agree that that's going to be a fun strategy game. But will it be the most fun strategy game? I think not. I think that for 2013, the best strategy game will be Command and Conquer 2. Why? Because Command and Conquer 1 was of motherfucking... Oh, that game was so much fun. I definitely enjoyed that game quite thoroughly. Especially some of the blast mechanics in it. It was very satisfying to just rape your opponent's army really hard.
Hmm.
I've never really played any Command and Conquer games besides Generals.
Generals, I didn't really play that much.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah. New to the Command and Conquer series is ice physics. You can actually send enemy units through the ice because it takes place in Russia during the Second World War, the Eastern Front, if you will. And it's Soviet Union versus Germany. And you can actually have up to 8 players per map, which I think is kind of interesting. So now there's multiple points you can cross the river, just not bridges in certain points. You can cross at any point, but you can shell the river, right? And you can actually sink tanks to the bottom, which is kind of cool. Other things that they've added is blizzards, dynamic weather, where what you'll find is if you try and move your units out through a blizzard, they will actually freeze to death and die, which I think is kind of a cool thing. I'm just saying. So yeah,
Cool.
Yeah. Moving on to the action category. My favorite action game, gonna be The Last of Us. Gotta be The Last of Us. That game is such a beautiful game. Just saying. It's a action survival game. And that's all you need to know. Very beautiful looking action survival game with a deep plot that takes place in the US after 2013. Yeah. Connell, your favorite action game? Because I know Kyle doesn't have one.
If I had to give any of these games the most potential for awesome and most potential for disaster, it would be this game. And that's the upcoming Deadpool game. Deadpool is one of the most interesting comic book characters. And he's got a bit of an internet following these days.
Just a little one.
And the level of quirkiness provides some great opportunities for awesome. Also provides some great opportunities for screwing up and stuff. So in terms of most anticipated, I'm going to be watching Deadpool. Superhero games don't have a huge history of success. There's
Superman
been
at
Arkham
64.
Asylum games,
Superman
And-
N64.
and there's been like 1 or 2 decent Spider-Man games, but everything else ranges from bad to mediocrity.
To Superman N64. Or
You really
Aquaman
like that game, don't you?
Oh, I hate that game. Or Aquaman for the GameCube. Yeah. The problem you have with Deadpool, though, is that he's invincible, more or less. And when you get an invincible character, it's just really you just go and smash stuff, right?
Because you can't die.
Yeah.
So
Like-
there's no point in being wary or really sneaking around or trying to watch your health.
Yeah. So just go smash stuff, right? I think
Yeah,
that'll
so-
be a very interesting way, or interesting thing to see how they handle that.
Yep.
Kyle. Category. Shooter. Your favorite one. Go.
I like how you're talking to me first about shooter. Unless we've already been talking about shooter. I don't think we have. I don't have any favorite shooter because I don't like shooters. But I know the other two like shooters quite a bit.
Like
Connell and
them.
his Halo. Like Graham and his Halo.
I don't like. Well, okay, yeah. Halo's not actually my favorite game. FPS, but that's a totally different topic. You're not derailing us, Kyle. I will not let this happen.
I'm pretty good at derailing people, but yeah, okay, then you go on with your
All right,
favorite
so my
shooter game.
favorite shooter coming up. Now, despite what Kyle Bucks over there would have you believe, I am not the biggest shooter fan. But scanning through the list of games that are coming out for 2013 in the shooters, I know that at some point or another I'll be playing the new Gears of War game, Judgment. Gears of War has taken some hits in the past for some aspects of the game, specifically over-reliance on cover and the blandness of the plot.
But it's
But-
got a cool gun with a chainsaw. That's got to make up for something.
Yeah, and it's a standard of the genre these days, and I will definitely be playing Judgment at some point or another.
Yeah, that would definitely be one to keep your eye on. I think they're going to do something interesting with it. Just because the last game's been so stale comparatively. And my favorite shooter is going to be Dead Space 3.
Excellent choice.
Yeah. It's a space game, and you don't get that many space games right now. So the space genres had kind of faded out, kind of gone away a little bit. But it's in space. 2, you've got necromorphs, I think is what they're called. Basically zombies with giant scythe hands that come and kill you, or try to kill you. You've got sci-fi plasma pistols and such. And you've got a kind of fairly hot girlfriend that you're chasing after.
And the game is scary as shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of jump scares in that game. But based on the first one and the second one, first one's the best. Second one is really good, but not kind of a little bit still. But I think the third one is going to be pretty decent. But it's not going to be as good as one, but it'll be better than 2. The fourth one's going to suck because every fourth game that's ever come out for anything has sucked.
No, that's not quite true, I think.
Really? Prove me wrong. Do it.
Silent Hunter 4.
Never played it.
Civ 4.
Civ 4 wasn't the best. It was far worse than Civ 3. And far, 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 far worse than Civ 2.
I don't know what you've been smoking, but Civ 4 is superior to Civ 3 in every single way.
Is
I
it?
have not
I might be
played
thinking
Civ 2.
might be thinking of the wrong Civ game for Civ 3 then.
I
might
like
be.
Civ 5.
Civ 3 was the terrible one with the corruption mechanic.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Civ 2, 1 and 2 then. Still much better. Civ 4 looks terrible in comparison to those. Civ 5, again, no. Might as well play Civ 4 if you're going to go for a semi-modern Civ game. Civ 5 wasn't. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the RPG category. I'm gonna let Kyle go for this one.
Do you know what? I actually found one
Oh wow.
that actually counts as an RPG. I was looking for it as we were actually doing this, well, before we failed the first recording of this, and I
Haters
found
gonna
one. It
hate.
was Command and Conquer Generals 2. It does say that it is an RPG because you do take control of one of the 3 unique factions and you do roleplay as them, trying to basically destroy the other ones.
Is it coming out
With
this year?
It is coming out 2013, Command and Conquer Generals 2.
Wow.
Yep.
Didn't see that.
It's going to be quite awesome because I want to play it. Because apparently there's even new ways to be able to like play against your friends or with your friends. It apparently has an ever-evolving experience with downloadable content rather than the first one, which I don't think had really any
DLC.
downloadable
I don't think
content.
so.
Yeah,
Connell.
because now you get to fight terrorism even more.
Connell, what do you think of that game?
Seems a reasonable decision.
I would agree. I don't think I'm going to buy it, but I think I'm going to be watching for it. Connell, your game. the
My
RPG.
choice for a role-playing one. Hold on a moment here.
Google search frantically.
No, I'm looking at Wasteland 2. So, Wasteland 2, it's another one of those post-apocalyptic games. There's not a lot of details out for it yet. I went looking, didn't find a lot, but the post-apocalyptic RPG genre's got some great things. Fallout, I'm looking at you, and apparently the original Wasteland was the inspiration for Fallout originally. So if they can do good things with Wasteland 2, looking forward to it.
Yep. I definitely enjoyed Wasteland, but, you know.
Teenage Wasteland.
Okay, before Connell breaks my microphone and my ears,
It's terrible singing.
Teenage Wasteland.
I'm going to move on to
That's all the windows breaking in his house. That's right
Yeah.
back then.
right there. All the, I went a little bit different for my RPG, actually. As you may have noticed, I kind of so far maybe a little bit picked very mainstream games. But I went way different for my RPG. I picked a game called Under Rail. It's a post-apocalyptic survival RPG. And if you took the original Fallout, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you gave it a sex slave, that was Hotline Miami. This is that game. Their child is this game. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay then.
If anyone wants to check it out, it's underrail.com. It's an indie game. It's $5, I think. No, it's $10. $10 to support the alpha. And yeah, I think you actually get the game if you buy into the alpha.
Nice.
For what it is really decent graphics. Although it kind of looks like a web flash game. But yeah, it's basically Fallout, the original, with Hotline Miami and thrown in there. I think it'll be good. I don't know about you guys. And then we're now moving to our other category, which I will let Connell start with.
Well, my decision could only be Medieval Mayor, because who doesn't like building cities?
Yes, but medieval times didn't even have mayors.
That's not really relevant now, is it?
It's really
it's
not.
definitely relevant. It's medieval mayor.
Because medieval monarchist appointed official,
Wasn't a catchy
Or-
title.
medieval count, like it's not there, and Stronghold was already taken. So
Yeah. And how much do we know about this game?
not a whole lot, but
If you look at the Wikipedia entry for this game, it's literally a paragraph. That's it. It's pretty sad. Anyways, I don't think anyone has anything else to say about the pillaging of the medieval times. So Kyle, your game in the other category.
My game in the other category. I don't actually think I have one because there's not much past. Oh wait. I guess I could throw in this one, even though Connell may be like saying it later. The Europa Universalis 4. Connell will be explaining that in overall because that's his
space
TV's
game,
favorite.
right?
Nope,
No,
no space
no.
about it.
Really?
Not space. Nope.
It wasn't when you
historical.
asked last time either.
Hey, yeah, I know. I forgot. Okay. I actually do have a other category game, and it is X Rebirth. Because it is a space game. And it's a space trading game, actually. Well, space trading combat game. Now,
Trading's cool, space is cool, combat's cool.
and it's actually part of a series. It's the 5th installment of the X series, I do believe. And 6th installment, sorry. And you just don't get that many space trading sims anymore. Besides, though, I can think of maybe one other one.
There's some space games with trading tacked on, but
Just trading as actual category itself, not so much, right?
right.
Yeah. Either way, I'll have my eye on that game quite a bit. That wraps up our entire lists. Now for the final category, our overall favorite game. Since Kyle is our guest, I will let Connell start.
Woo, go me. Because I'm special like that. But yes, Kyle already name dropped my overall game. Could have also fit in the strategy category, but looking forward to Europa Universalis 4. For those who are unfamiliar, it's considered a grand strategy genre. You control every facet of a nation. In Europa Universalis' case, they cover from about 1400, 1450 till about the French Revolution. Each game in the series has had a slightly different period of time. But the level of control and intricacy in the Paradox grand strategy games is quite excellent.
Second to none?
I would say so. Well, maybe second to Dwarf Fortress. But that's not really comparable. And yeah, it's excellent game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Kyle.
Oh, my turn. Okay. Yes. There's a game that has already been named that will be my probably most overall favorite because
Rome Total War.
1, Rome Total War 1 was probably my most favorite game so far. So Rome 2 Total War, since I've been looking at it, it does look quite epic, especially since I like playing Carthage. And that's mostly against Rome to begin with, and I
Internet
get to
high
destroy
five.
Rome even more. Bam! Yes. Internet high five! So yeah, as you heard Connell, technically, he did describe it earlier quite well, in a way. Quite a way. So let's go with Graham.
Yeah, I decided to do something a little bit interesting with my pick. I decided to go with Watch Dogs, which is going to be a Ubisoft Montreal game. Now, this game I think was announced at E3, I think. But here's the game. Basically, it's a open world action adventure game. So it's similar to Grand Theft Auto, right? The difference is you can hack people's cell phones and hack any technology, right? So you'll have a target. Let's say the target's a senator, and the senator wants to get into his car, right? And as he gets into his car, you have to kill him, obviously. But you can't just go up and beat the crap out of him. So as the senator gets into his car, he'll start driving off, and as he drives through a red or a green light, you can change it to red and have the traffic crash into him, killing him. And there's a whole bunch of intricate, like, there's multiple ways to approach the situation, right? You could also overload his car and have him drive straight off a bridge, right? So there's multiple ways of approaching these, right? And obviously Ubisoft Montreal's kind of experienced with this a little bit, right? Between Far Cry 3 and Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
I'm thinking it's going to be a good game, and we know it looks good. This game's, I think they actually said it was going to come out in 2012, but it got pushed back, I think. But yeah, I would definitely go look at it.
Sounds cool. What genre is it considered?
It is an open world action adventure.
It does sound quite interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. And that wraps that up. Anyone have anything else to say? StarCraft, Connell. This goes to you.
Caspa Pro League. Round 1 will be finishing up the evening of the day that this was recorded. If they haven't finished it up already. But round 2 will be a all-kill format as opposed to the, I don't know what they call it, standard matchup format. And should be tons of fun there. Beyond that, it's mostly on a winter break for the pro scene. Probably the next biggest events that are coming up is the GSL Season 1, and then IM Poland. GSL Season 1 will be starting in fairly early January, and IM Poland is January 18th to the 20th.
Sounds good. Do you think we're going to have any chance of seeing a North American player rank in this one?
In the GSL?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this one, but there have been rumors that Stefano is going to Korea. And the seeded players haven't been announced yet.
I hope to see some non-Koreans there, some foreigners.
You won't see any actual North Americans.
Nope.
But there could be some foreigners.
Yeah. Hopefully they rank up there. That would be very nice.
Yep.
Finally get a little bit of troll back in this game. Kyle, LOL news.
Well, I just finished watching, or not finished watching. There was this one, Intel Extreme Masters thing that seems to be going on quite live that, used old pictures of the, Corki and Ezreal's from what I was looking at, and it kind of freaked me out because I was like, is this something old?
Is it old? Is it new? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
What's my life worth anymore?
Yeah, see, exactly. I don't know if it was old or new, so I was confused because it said alive, and I was like, I'm not quite sure I understand.
I cannot understand.
Past that, I don't know much because I don't look at news for anything I ever play.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm just going to interject and say that one thing that I missed for the GSL is that seeded into the up and down matches between Code S and Code A is Huck and Grubby.
Oh.
So we'll definitely be seeing them in at least Code A. If you're feeling confident, you might put them up in Code S. That seems a little much.
A little bit, especially since the way Huck's been playing lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Shameless promotion. Shameless? Did I say whatever. Shameless.
You said shameless.
Shameless.
There's nothing shameful about it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to be doing Morrowind every Monday. Check it out on the GCcast YouTube channel. Coming at some point in 2013 will be Kyle doing LOL for the channel. Don't know what that's going to be called.
I also stream it at LeagueBuk on Twitch, but I mostly do that, I think, almost every day so far, ever since I've been starting out.
Yeah.
At least, when I start working again, it's probably going to be after 5, though. 5 Mountain Time, Canada.
That's where it's at. Okay, you can find me at WASD hatred.com. That's my gaming blog and discussion and whatnot. I do have a story blog going along eventually after the holiday season. So resuming on January the 6th. It's at something that's hard to spell, so it'll be in the description. Moving on to my Twitter. You can get me at WazTate at Twitter. And Connell, I believe you have some places they can find you.
I am also on Twitter, twitter.com/IceCommander. Commander is with a K. And then I also have a story blog that is better than Graham's story blog, and it's even reflected in the title, blogspot. Or thebettertale.blogspot.com.
Kyle, do they have a place they can find you if they want to?
My stream.
Just your
at
live stream?
LeagueBuk. Yeah, just my live stream. I don't really want anyone else going anywhere else that I'm on. Unless it's Google Plus.
Yeah, join you on
It's
Google
just Kyle
Plus.
Buck stuff.
Do it. He'll enjoy it. Every time you click that button, he'll be like, "Oh!"
It's Twitter's for noobs and Tumblr's for porn.
Kyle Buxa 2012. Yep.
2013.
Yeah, well. Not yet, it's not. Alright, I think that about wraps us up. Anyone have anything closing comments?
Ciao.
Connell? No?
What's cooler than cool?
Cool.
Ice cold.
No, it's not. You're lying to me, guys. We will see you guys again
Andre
next Wednesday. Until then,
3000.
well, it'll be 2013 when we see you guys next. So, well,
Andre 3000.
Peace.
peace out.
Ciao.
Play some games. Have fun.